Good morning. This is try number 2. Excuse me while I move my chair forward. Make sure you can all see what I'm doing here. This is Monday, Memorial Day. Sandy and the sheep. We have some quiet time. Everybody's asleep. Even Louise. She had a long day yesterday. We were at Jenny's to help on her shearing of alpaca day. I'll be posting pictures later. And I just want to say thank you for all of you who support us and follow us and put up with the sheep shenanigans. And for anyone new, welcome. We appreciate all of you. For Memorial Day, I just want to say thank you to anyone that has ever fought for our freedom. We remember you. Those that have come before are here now and will come after. Thank you. A lot of these things are going to be on the website, so you'll hear me say that a lot, and I'm sorry. I know it gets repetitive, but I need to straighten things out. My desk is overflowing, and if I'm ever going to get to create anything again, I really need this to be put away. Many of these things have just followed me home. Many have lived here for quite a while and need to move on to new friends. Just making sure my camera is running because this is the second run here. Luckily, only a few minutes in, I realized that the camera was not running. Go me. So we'll start here. This is Fact and Story Readers, Book 3, and it is in really good shape. There's wear that I would expect from a book this age. None of it is coming away from the binding. There is a little loosey-goosey right here. Sorry, I'll pull my sleeves up. And I think the cover page is missing because I can't figure out how old it is. I can guess, but... And this is... I love the bigger font. The pictures, they're really vibrant all through the book. Those squirrels, Angela. Betty Brandon's guest. A bird lunch counter. So you've probably all seen these, but I just thought this was a really cool one, so I picked it up. And because it's been a while since I've done these, I have forgotten where some of this has come from. So we'll just assume it followed me home or it's been here waiting for a new place to be. This will be, so I will have this as a pack of books. There's 4. The Playful Little Dog is the Wonder Book. And it was originally printed in 1951. And this version is 1987. And it's about Archie and his family's move. Cute illustrations. Oops. Now you can see there are some issues, but you could fussy cut. You could make this entirely a journal. You could also just reinforce that if you want to keep the cover. So that is book 1. Book 2 is the Jelly Bean Contest. You ever done one of these where you had to guess how many things are in a jar somewhere? Well, by Kathy Darling, drawings by Buck Brown. And this was published in 1972. And again, these pages are really aged, or I'm not sure, maybe the paper was just this color. Probably. But I just love the illustrations. This is so awesome. So they're guessing jelly beans. Oh, so cute. He won a football. He's going to be the next leader of the Jets. Then we had Calico, the Wonder Horse, Stories and Pictures by Virginia Lee Burton. And it's a paperback. he has to save the coach no matter what, but can she stop the bad men in time? Okay. And this is from, looks like Catherine McNeil liked this book a lot. There might be some aging here. I love it. And this would be from 1941. This version was 1968. The illustrations are really awesome. And the names in this book, like Stewie Stinker, The Gang of Bad Men, Stewie Stinker, Butch Bones, Snake Eye, Pison, Buzzard Bates, and Little Skunk Skeeter, all in the Badlands. And Die Hard Dan, I'm not sure who he was, says they would hold up Santa Claus on Christmas Eve if he had the chance, and he rode a horse named Mud. And of course, the Snidely Whiplash mustache. So it's all the same through the book. There are a lot of opportunities for journal cards. You could fold this in half easily for a page in a journal. Even though it's on both sides, you still would be able to, just the perfect one to junk journal with or add to journals. Hank was elected sheriff of Cactus County, and Calico made his deputy sheriff. The party lasted till New Year's Eve. I just need to check and make sure that this is in frame, because the camera and I are not getting along this morning. Okay, this is book number 4 in the pack. McGilla Gorilla Moves to the Country. Wait, it's backwards. I'm thinking this would be a really fun one for a camping journal. Distributed by Modern Promotions. Authorized edition. Story by Horace Elias. It does not say who the illustrator is. So they're moving out of the city. This is kind of, it's in perfect condition. I mean, I love traffic, noise, smog, and crowds. If you'll just give me my old job back, Mr. Peoples, I'll even be polite to burglars. Ricochet Rabbit. So it would be fun to add to a camping journal. You could use it to make one. What happens when you're out camping with Deputy Dog? So that'll be the 4 books in that pack. Like I said, I really need to move some things along, especially if I want to keep bringing things home. And like I said, this is not in any kind of order. I found these at one of our favorite little thrift shops. We have 2. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. But what I liked, whoopsie, was that these little cards, front and back, and they flipped open. So I thought, well, we can do something with that. This was my first and only so far. And I know, yeah, well, the blue it doesn't quite go there even with the blue ink. And then on the back, I did that. So you could put it over the top of a page, or you could take it apart and it could be a tag. Don't know. It leaves a lot of possibilities. I'll probably be popping those into some journals. This, I was just goofing around with these little computer cards, mainframe punch cards is what they're called, I found out, from the 70s. And I found this little book. And it's not something I normally would pick up, but the illustrations are very cute. And it's all just little quotes about moms. And it's from 1999, published by Havoc Publishing. Now, how more appropriate could that be, for Pete's sake? So it's really pretty. They have just pretty pictures and sayings on the back. Thank you to my mother, who has granted my wishes whenever she could. You know, the little dragonflies. So what I was thinking when I got it was how cute these would be as journal cards or tags or whatever your heart desired. So I popped it on one of those. I was playing with ink one day for Snicks. So that's my plan for that. Uh-oh. I hear stirrings from the upstairs. Louise, when she hears me talking, I guess I'm really quiet during the day, believe it or not. And when she hears me talking, she thinks she has to come down and investigate. These are some pictures that my friend Angela at Traveling Crafter sent me for my birthday, along with other things. And Angela, I'm sorry I didn't open the box on camera. I just could not wait. It was sitting there going, Sandy, there's secrets to be found. Open the box. The sheep, it was driving them crazy too. They kept looking at it like, what are you waiting for? And she knows I love tall ships and pirates. This is the Constitution. I just love pictures of anything. And this is with best thoughts. It's a very nice postcard from 1910 from Iowa to Margaret Newkirk. Steamboat landing on the Rock River at Janesville, Wisconsin, which is about an hour from here. Steamboats are pretty fun too. This is from 1908 to Mrs. Cassie Olney of Iowa. I guess I could turn these. Greetings from Fremont, Wisconsin along the shore. 1950. Steamer Winnebago at the Wisconsin Dells Landing. How many of you have been to the Dells? It's really commercialized, but it is still so fun. There's so much history tucked in everywhere you go, and it's really fun. Lots of good antiquing. This is beauteous. I think it's a card. Nope. Oh, it's an advertising card for Hyde Park Clothing, one price. We call special attention to our fall opening of suits and overcoats. Children's, men's, and boys' hats, underwear, furnishings, etc., etc. Children's suits from $2 to $6.50, $2 to $6.50. A great reduction from prices charged by Boston houses. And there probably was a trade stamp here at some point. Sorry for my shaky hands. Beautiful. Thank you, Angela. And this was also from Angela, my love of old things. This is from a checkbook ledger she has from a bank, 1893. And it was like the stubs. This was a really long journal. Ledger. I always call them journals, I don't know why. Ledgers. And it was from the bank. When they wrote checks, you would have these receipts tucked in, and we used to have those when we wrote checks. In our checkbooks, there was always a stub, and these are the check stubs. And they're from 1893, and it has the names, deposit slips. Okay, these are deposit slips. Duh, it says it right on there. So these are the deposit slip stubs, just like you would have check stubs that the bank kept. By order of himself, for a balance of D.L. Riley note. So they're paying off their loan. Love it. By order of himself. Pretty paper, right? My goodness. I'm going to keep that and look at it for a while. Oh, here's a big one. Deposited $65.40 in 1893. That's really cool. Usually when you see these X's on things, I suppose in this one it might mean canceled, but a lot of the ledgers you'll find have pencil markings like that, and it means things were paid. And because sometimes people came into the grocery store and they had to have a few more days to pay, so they would write the receipt And then when they came back, they would mark it off. And most of the time it's in pencil, and you can take that off the pages really easily. But just don't do it with really fragile ones. I'll show you this is what I use. And it's all it is a artist eraser that you use with colored pencils or charcoal pencils. I don't know if there's a difference between this and other stuff. I use it for blending with my colored pencils too. So this I really like for getting stickers off, any of that stuff. Okay, we're going to keep going. You're going to love this. And yes, it will be for sale. This is the Modern Beauty Shop magazine, March 1942. There were 2 sections, and this is section 1. So this would have been a lot of war era things. Published monthly in Chicago on Dearborn Street. $4 per year or 50 cents per copy. Congratulations to you. I don't want to bend it too much because I don't think it's had a lot of things, but I kind of want to look at it because it's just really cool. Free defense stamps. Merely soak the labels off Rapidol products and send them direct to Rapidol in New York, where they will be redeemed as follows. 25 cents defense stamp for 12 labels from Black Cat Rapidol dye or shampoo tint. 75 shampoo tubes will get you one, or 3 labels from gallon jugs of that shampoo. Holy smokes. Okay, once again, I need to check and make sure. I'm trying to be more careful about keeping things in frame. All right, here we go. Duty for Beauty, Gibbs Company Beauty Shop Supply, House of America. So a lot of these places you could buy defense stamps and contribute to the war and get something back. Some of this stuff just cracks me up. Parfumerie de Vermont. A personal pen packet. My uncle worked for Hillian Curtis. He brought home a whole lot of stuff, and I had 7 cousins, all girls. So he had a lot of hair to keep up. The heating cap. Uh-oh, I hear Jim. And that's fine. I just have to watch out for Miss Louise. Aren't these graphics beautiful? Yep, okay, Breck was what he brought home a lot. Concentrated shampoo granules. Oh, my goodness. What is that? Permanent wave machine. Designed to meet the wartime demands of your business. Streamlined for efficiency. Planned for utmost economy of operation. Low voltage, only 24 volts for longer life, better wear, greater safety. It's a work of art. Good morning, people. Working on a video finally. Catching up. Hi, Louise. I don't have any treats this morning yet. I'm sorry. Hello. Louise is still tired. She went with us to Jenny's shearing day and stayed in the barn with us. We can't leave her home because when she first came here the first couple days, we had to keep her tied up in the house because she decimated our furniture. Just freaked out and chewed up the couch and the love seat. Luckily, they were salvageable. Aren't these cool? I think if they had these in the beauty shops now, I would probably go get my hair cut more often just to sit and look at these. Curl control swings the hair in a different direction of the desired wave. Oh, the oily scalp menace shows about bookkeeping. My hands are shaky. I'm sorry, everybody. So I'm not going to go through every page because whoever buys this, I'm sure. And look, they were ahead of their time. Those would be cute paper clips. Adorable. A free gallon of Dream shampoo with every 5 you buy. I keep forgetting this is for a beauty shop. I'm like, 5 gallons. This was tucked into this book. So that will also stay with the book, or the magazine. There are a bazillion beautiful ads and amazing products that, holy smokes. The back cover has some issues. You can see it's pretty worn. But it's all together. I cleaned it the best I could. I don't know if you might be able to do a better job than me, but so that is on the website. There I go again, right? Trying to catch up. I picked up this childcraft book. You've probably all seen these. And this is for holidays and customs, which is why I picked it up. It's from the Black Earth Public Library. Got a little pocket there. Date. Copyright was first in 1964, and this is the 1971 version. Look at the colors. For those of you who like those colors and just beautiful. The donkey cart race. I can't imagine donkeys cooperated much with racing. Merry Christmas, says the horse. Horses like Christmas. Mine like tap peppermints. I see fussy cutting and really cool pages for journals. Let's see. Picture for a country. Looks kind of reminds me of Richard Scarry. Wonder if that's his drawing. Not like he's the only one that drew bears. But, you know, if you hear chewing, Miss Louise is having her breakfast. We had to get her one of those bowls that's like a maze. It's about that thick and it goes in a big circle. Because she could eat, and she ate without even tasting her food. So there's just a few condition things, but nothing major. I guess maybe somebody would think that's major, but check it out. Old tape. And if you're working on journals for the men in your life, or papas and grandpas or kids, this is Popular Mechanics A through B, Home Handyman Encyclopedia and Guide. Illustrated. The cover itself has some issues, but you could repair that without taking it apart. A little cute linen maybe, or something like that. And this is from 1961. Better Living and How to Achieve It Through This Guide. And it is just chock full of everything you could possibly want to know about everything. The little kids. Sidewalk Jeep with coil spring suspension. Well, I could do that. How about you? The sheep think they could. Jim hides his tools though, because they don't put things back where they belong. So there's really cool colors. I think you could do a whole lot of fun with these. This, I only have the one. Glamour for your basement. Matchstick type bamboo curtains hide windows but let sunlight filter through. So there, if you're doing a bunch of journals, this is not mold. I've washed these books really well, and it's just, I'm going to say foxing, kind of. Another one that will be on. And just fair warning, I don't have to keep track of time because I'm using Jim's phone to film this. So you might be stuck with longer videos. But you know how to fast forward. You can speed them up. You can have a cup of coffee with us. Whatever you think. This is The Littlest Angel by Charles Tazewell. Illustrated by Sergio Leone. Or is it Sergei Leone? It's a big book. Isn't she cute? There's no writing, I don't think, in this one. Well, and the copyright, the copyright, if anyone wants to look up, is MCM XLVI. I'll look it up before I hit send on the listing. It will be on the website. Just a cutie. Gets to put presents together. Cute little book. Has the library. It even has its library card and a little something extra. Bottlenose dolphin. Oh, it must be a bookmark. So bonus. That is cool. So that will also stay with its friends here. And that is that one. And again, it might need a little extra scrubbing, but I did the initial stuff. Okay, now I am giving up and rehoming a few things. I have some autograph albums that are extremely old. I have notes here. This is marked Made in Germany, and there are dates from 1905 to 1907, and Maggie or Margie Mass from Nebraska, Antelope County. I was able to look through and put some names together. Her brother was Peter. He signed it when he was 11. It's a lot of family. She must have gotten this, just loved it because it's beautiful. And for as old as it is in good shape. It does have some issues here. These little things were in the book. In the back says Theodore Miller. So maybe that's her. And maybe this is them again as older people. What do you think? I think so. So she saved some things. This is a Christmas postcard to Esther Miller from Joe. And I will go through everything in these because it's just awesome. And I didn't take a ton of pictures for the web listings. And these have been here, I don't know how long, but it's time for me to share. Merry Christmas. And usually people, I'll put where they were from when they were signing it. When you get to a party and don't come home till late, remember it is bedtime and don't hang on the gate. Your friend Tilly. So she went by Mary. Mary, this was Mary's book. When you see a squirrel in the tree, pull its tail and think of me, your friend Jessie. And you can see this, some of the pages, well, maybe all of them were kind of a green. I don't know. So maybe if you're in Nebraska or in that area, maybe you will recognize some names. Dear Mary, remember the cat, remember the kitten, remember the boy that gave you the mitten. Your friend, Katie Mars. And it says Warnick, Iowa. I love it. So I'll just kind of go through a little quickly. But like I said, I didn't take a ton of pictures for the website. And she even numbered the pages. And there are some blank ones, but not many. It's a staple binding. And these back pages crack me up. If this book should chance to roam, box its ears and send it home. Do not steal this book for fear, for strife. I don't know what that says. You see Margie's, butcher knife. Well, Margie, if you wish to see my name, look on page 3. If it's not there, close the book and never mind. This is a book, but don't steal a book, for below you see my butcher knife. Well, girl. And then she even wrote down all of the people that signed it and what the titles of their page was. It was a beautiful little book. And like I said, I need to stop hanging on to things because there are a lot of you that would like a chance to have them. This is another one. This is belonged to Laura Doll, D-O-L-L. And the first entry is November 27th of 1886, and it goes until 1893. Entries in German and English, and I believe it came from Milwaukee. And there are a bazillion names in here. And I just have not taken the time to look them all up, but I am sure there's family. Let's see. I think her cousin is in here, sister, a couple of other cousins. There's names that repeat in here. Cute, cute. And this obviously has some binding issues. But there's embossing on the back. I wonder if you might be able to spruce that up with something like a tiny bit of lemon oil, maybe. This is Laura Doll. And there's her entry. And this might have been from school. And I have not looked up the German. You could do Google Translate. If you do Google Lens and then hit Translate, you'll at least get a gist of what they said. Always remember when I am gone to rest, remember it was Hannah who always loved you best. And the list of what I found in them will come along in case you want to do some research. Milwaukee. Look at this handwriting, is just amazing. I saw a video recently of kids trying to sign their names in cursive or write in cursive. Holy smokes, they really need to know that. And they don't. He made his own little seal, or she did. Oh, my hands. And please excuse my snuffliness. I have allergies. And being in the barn at Jenny's shearing day, those guys work fast, and I did not take a Benadryl. Almost every page in this is written on. There's a beautiful writing. Just very special. I think some of these are instructors from school. Forget me not. They were kind of sassy in these. There's someone wrote upside down. Speaking of sassy. Your second cousin, Lizzie Mann. So you can kind of get in here and figure out who's who. You just cross-match the names. So, help me out, peeps, because I need some things to find new homes and collections and use or whatever. I have, let's see, and like I said, I'm sorry if I say the wrong people, the wrong whatever. I have lost track of everything. It's amazing how many videos I need to do. Baby's First Christmas, little journal, little golden book. And it's in pretty good shape, except where this is. And I'm not going to try and get that off. It's in really good shape, actually. 1959. So look at that, from 1959. Isn't she cute? Baby picks up its toys every day. I don't know any of those kids. Cindy Seeker's favorite fairy tales, 14 all-time classics. It's a golden book, but I don't know if that means it's related to a little golden book. I don't know. I'm learning. And this came from... Did you send me this? Or did I get this from you, Angela? Because it's from Johnston, Iowa. Again, the illustrations are amazing. Who did them? I'm learning to learn who does illustrations. I don't think it says in this one. Beautiful colors, lots of things to fussy cut. Little sheep, of course. He's up there in the hayloft going, "What are you doing?" Maybe the duck was reading stories to him. Then I have How I Became a Pirate. And this I know came from Angela, and it cracks me up. Thank you, Angela. And it's self-explanatory. It's a great little story. Melinda Long, illustrated by David Shannon. And this needs to definitely be a pirate book of some sort. Oh, how funny. Went on an adventure. And here's his treasure map. And he had to go to soccer practice, so he had to come home. That's so awesome. Let's see if it says here. Hoist a tankard to Adam and Lizzie. There be a lot of pirate in them too. 2003, illustrated by David Shannon. Giddy up. It's a weekly reader series. And this is from St. Vinny's in Town. Not sure if I can... The bright tag kind of takes away the pretty here. This is in perfect shape. And I am pretty positive that that was hand crocheted. Feels like linen on the inside. It is beauteous. I'm not sure what it will become, but it will become something amazing. I mean, it already is amazing, but, you know, where this goes, nobody knows. I got 2 of these, and I think these need to be a journal cover. There's a few spots of something here, but I love the handmade things. And this would be perfect. I don't know how old it is, but check that out. Perfecto. And there are 2 of those that are the same. And I'm going to do one more thing. Let's do the rest of these because I don't have any other linens per se. I don't usually pick them up very often. Now I do. These are Pier 1 pillowcases. And I thought, oh my goodness, wouldn't that be pretty? You could get 2 long journals out of it. And these are cotton, 100% cotton. So I have a few of those. I think there's, let's see, 3, for, oh, well, look at this. Those aren't pillowcases, are they? And there's a little, like, card table size tablecloth. Those are napkins. See, I'm a dork about some things. And here's a plain one. This would be kind of perfect tie-dyed. Tea-dyed. I need to get my heck together. So that's a nice surprise about that. And then there were these. These are pillowcases. This is anyway. Again, I don't think it's old, but it looks old. Jeez, sorry. I should have popped it in the dryer for the dryer sheet. Let's see if it has a tag. I don't see one. Well, your guess is as good as mine. It's a sham pillowcase. Hoping I'm still in frame. My stuff is slipping. And I also have, I purchased these from a gal. And there are 2 of them. Look at all those French knots. It's a few stains. It's quilted up. I don't know how old it is, but I sure think it's pretty. And I have 2. And they're not the same. So check it out. Those will be cool as something. She sent me this, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of big. It's hand-stitched, quilted. It's newer. But I like the how raggedy in a good way this is. It's got different fabrics in it. So that will be a challenge. If you're interested, I would be happy to share that with you. And I think I'm going to do one more book and call it a video. This one's opening books, because we're all good at that. Macmillan Reading Program. Senior authors Albert Harris and May Knight Clark. Primary grades. I am opening windows to see out, opening doors to go out, opening books to find out. I Am by Inez Hogan. 1970. And this is really reminds me kind of like Dick and Jane books. Just the illustrations are kind of cute that way. Oh, please, man. I just thought that was neat. I will probably be parting with that because I have, like I've said 100 times, I have too much stuff. So I hope you all are having a great weekend, and I am going to get busy and get another video done because my desk is still not cleared off. I thank you all for coming. The sheep send you smooches. They're way out in the pasture on a bright sunny day. Thanks a lot, everyone.